Well, good morning. Big A coming to you live from the station camp Greenway. Hey, let me tell you something. It's a foggy gentleman out here this morning. Hey, you think I'm kidding? I think I saw the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot cross a few minutes ago. It is, man, you get out here before daylight and I'm telling you, it is dark, especially you add this fog to it. Hey, I want to give a big shout out this morning to my buddy in St. Louis, Dave Myers. Images today and beyond. Look at here. He give Big A new hat. A lot of you guys are sending in these hats now, and I promised you I would wear them and give you a shout out. If you want your company or you personally a shout out, send Big A hat, and I'd love to wear it on the Greenway. Hey, have you ever had somebody come up to you, listen to me, lean in real close like Brother Robbie says at church. You ever had somebody come up to you and say, listen, I was told something, and I'm not really supposed to tell you, but you're my buddy and I know I can trust you, so I'm going to tell you. How many times have we heard that? Last week, how many times? Let me ask a bigger question. How many times have you done that? Now let me think about this for a second. I'm going to say this as gently as Big A can possibly muster up. You're a liar. If you say that you can rationalize telling anybody anything when somebody has asked you not to say it. Listen, guys, we got to be men of character. We got to be willing to make that oath and promise and pledge and stand up to it. Now, I want to tell you something. Recently, I was in a committee meeting with some individuals that I'm involved in, and they said, you can't tell your wife. And I said, I'll have to excuse myself from the room because that is the only person on the planet that I will not make that commitment for. Robin and I have a relationship to where we can share everything. And the word can is important there because that doesn't mean I go home every day and share every single thing with her. But I have the privilege to because we entered into a marriage covenant, the most respected covenant on the planet. She's my mate. She's my advocate. She's my adversary. She's the person that helps me. She's the person that supports me, that prays with me. And no person is going to tell me you can't tell Robin. She feels the same way about me. And people that are friends of ours know that we feel that way. And I hope you feel that way about your mate. If you don't feel that way about your mate, there's bigger problems on the horizon that we need to be discussing possibly. You need to have ultimate trust and confidence and faith in your partner. But outside of that relationship, for me, and I'm not saying this is necessarily true for you, you don't have permission to share things when you commit to people that you'll keep it private. Now, I know time and time again we say, well, he's a good friend, he won't say anything, I trust him. Well, let me tell you about people that will come up to you and say, I'm going to tell you something I'm not supposed to, and I don't want you to tell anybody that I told you. They will tell your stuff to the next person. And if you don't think I know what I'm talking about, you just keep accepting that message from that person that you think you trust, and you watch if your stuff doesn't get released later on. I want to tell you something. There's a handful of men in my life that I have ultimate confidence in, and I want you to have that relationship with people. I want you to be able to go to them without saying, don't tell anybody this. You know it will stay in the confines of that group. Guys, don't you want that? I mean, don't you want a group of men around you, or ladies, ever who's hearing this, that you can trust? They're your confidant, they're your safe place, they're your accountability group or your mastermind, or people that you know that has your back, that knows you're not going to go out there and share what they've privately shared with you. Listen, our words are very destructive. And they're very harmful to people, and we got to be very careful with them. We got to protect our words. The Bible even teaches us by the words that we speak, we'll be acquitted, but we'll also be condemned as a result of it. I want you to be careful how you share information. Now, nobody likes to share the inside scoop better than I do, but you can't if you're asked not to. I want you to protect that at all costs. I want you to be that person of integrity, that you can be trusted. You want trusted confidants, and the only way you're going to get that is if you are a trusted confidant. Get people around you. Listen, that ought to be maybe the number one question in your accountability group. Have I told anything to anybody this week that I was asked not to share? Guys, I know it's hard, and listen, I've done it. I stand here before you today and say I've done it. I try not to. I work hard at it because I want to be on the inside scoop. I want to say the things that other people think. Big A's on the inside loop. He knows. And that's oftentimes the reason we share those things. We want the other person to think highly of us, that we're on the inside. I'm going to give you an exercise to do, and I'm going to tell you it's going to be tough. And you know what? Every time I give these exercises, I'm challenged with it myself. This will happen to me today or tomorrow. You mark it down, put it on your calendar. This is going to happen to me. The next time one of your buddies comes up to you and says, "Hey, Billy, I'm not supposed to tell you this," stop him right there. Put your hand up and go, "Stop, right there. Don't tell me," because I don't want to be part of making you become a liar. I don't want you to do that. He's going to look at you like, "Oh man, we're buddies." I say, "No, I don't want to do that. I want to be the man of integrity that Big A's talking about on the Greenway." Let me tell you what'll happen. That guy will respect you more as a result of taking a position and a stand and not hearing what he's got to say. That's what I want you to do. That's the kind of men that we need. We can't be telling our children or our mates, "Don't lie, don't do this, don't cheat," when we're lying. We just can't do that. I don't want you to do it. It's difficult. Get people around you that will help you, okay? Be that man of integrity. So this week, when they come up to you at the water cooler and say, "I've got something I need to tell you," stop them and don't allow it, okay? I got to get back out here. I think I saw Bigfoot cross just up ahead of me. I got to make hay while the sun shines. Big A, I'm coming to you live from the Station Camp Greenway. Have a great day. We'll see you.